Alright, everyone. All united under the passion of speedrunning, here we are for yet a new race during this 2022 Metroid Dread Any Percent NMG tournament. We've got an absolute banger of a matchup between Gala and Banana Steve. This is a loser's quarter match, so whoever wins this gets a spot into top 6 to continue forward. The loser goes home in 8th place. I'm just Ruckner, and I'll be your commentator for the day. Things are going to be extremely cool. Both runners will very soon start their race. As you can see that the timer is clocking down. And we are off now. Good luck to the both of these. Alright, so at this level, I'm definitely expecting lots of things to be extremely technical and extremely flashy. Banana Steve and Gala are two extremely competent runners. Like, these two have, I believe their respective personal bests are only 5 seconds apart. Gala having a 1:10.58, I believe, and Banana Steve with a 1:11.03, which during this kind of race, the PB difference doesn't mean a whole lot, I would say. But one thing I can point out is that every single race that Gala has played in this tournament, at least in the current bracket, every single race he has done have been personal bests. On the other side, Banana Steve has also been having extremely good runs, especially during the first half, leading all the way up to short boost, which is something that I've been extremely impressed about. Definitely being able to keep up with some of the world's best. I remember his performance versus Arcandy was absolutely sublime. As the two of them are approaching the first pseudo wave of the game in an absolute sync. No problem for that first one. Second pseudo being a little bit more capricious, going in the favor of Gala. Corpius now could be a way for either of these runners to get a bit of a lead or get distanced. Let's see how these two handle that. Corpius, that first phase is an initial 15 missiles in the face, perhaps. No headlock opportunity for either of these runners, as Corpius did not spit in their face, so now they're going to try to hit 26 missiles into Corpius's face. Looks like Banana Steve is doing a very good job at that. Gala with a few more misses. But the two of them need to get into that second half of phase 2, having to break the blob on Corpius's tail. And Gala is the one to come out ahead for now, with a very, very short advantage for him. As both of them have now acquired the Phantom Clock, being able to use this camouflage to just pass through these detection doors. Artaria will be very extremely important. There are going to be so many points during this run where things could go wrong or extremely well, but Artaria in general is usually an area that is determined by general fundamentals and just how a player is able to utilize the terrain to its advantage. All these hops, all the slides, so many optimizations that the two of them are extremely familiar with. We can see Gala going for that lower path, Banana Steve doing the same. The two of them actually landing that coyote jump. The timing there isn't actually extremely easy to get. Can be very easy to just flop. I'm also expecting Banana Steve to take the upper path to go for the item tutorial skip. Okay. So we'll have to watch out if one of these two unfortunately gets the wrong movement. Water skip now. Could be another trick. That clock slide first try for Gala. Banana Steve, perhaps. Oh, that's an unfortunate fall. Okay, he recovers. Perhaps a chance to make up for his mistakes, but that's actually a lot of time loss. That jump extremely tough for him. Fortunately, not able to make it. That's like 5th try, I believe, with about 5 seconds lost trying to recover there. That's going to be a bit of a problem going forward. That's already a very good advantage going in Gala's favor. One that I'm sure Banana Steve isn't going to be too happy about, but we still have plenty of race to go. More than an hour to play for. things are not over yet, but that water skip already coming in clutch in Gala's favor. Unfortunately, the mistakes on Banana Steve's side. A very tough frame-perfect jump on that slope combined with the Phantom Claw can always be troublesome, especially in a race scenario. Both of the runners now acquiring that charge beam. Hold the button, have a bigger beam. That's all there is to it. More damage and also open these kind of armored doors that you can see Gala opening. Bit of a second path through that first, let's say, movement-heavy room of the game. Lots of ledge hops. Also a few enemies to shoot. The two of them taking that first E-Tank of the game. I'm expecting the two of them to go for 3 E-Tanks. A 2 E-Tanks route is something that is definitely considerable. Even if they opt to go for that first Artaria E-Tank, making a few things later on in the run a bit more comfortable and way less risky, and not that much slower. But these two might stick to triple E-Tanks. We're about at 541 on that text box for Gala. Banana Steve is probably something like 20 seconds behind. Which, that early on in the race is extremely good for Gala. I'm sure something he's going to be happy with. Second visit for Adam, and yes, 6 minutes flat, so we're at 19 seconds the difference on that text box. Envoie des données. French Adam in the house, and French Adam is already gone. No need to talk to that AI. We just want you out as soon as possible. That was actually... No, I was gonna say, that's the before last time that we talked to Adam. Magus skip coming up on Gala's screen. That's a first try. That's always so impressive to get the right jump on this one. Definitely putting the pressure on Banana Steve to deliver that first try as well. As begins the first chase sequence with that white Emmy. White Emmy that we need to manually spawn, otherwise we soft lock. Banana Steve with a perfect Mega Skip as well, and the nice Coyote over that platform that Gala unfortunately missed a little. Got a few hits from these turrets during the fight versus that central unit, but things seem to go pretty well for now. Using missiles against that central unit is pretty much the most consistent / fastest way to get rid of that brain. Very, very optimal weaving would be the way to go, but it's just so tough to make work that there are not many people that can make weaving work on that central unit. Quick fight for Gala. I'm expecting Banana Steve to go for the same. Got the mantle at the edge of the platform, but that should be fine as well, considering the movement he got before was completely fine, and that's fine also on his hand. Both Amy fights going well for runners. Acquiring now the Spider Magnet, they will be able to make their way out of Artaria. Okay, nice room for Gala. This one can be a little tricky, especially if you just miss one of your first jumps. You can just easily go all the way down trying to grab one of the ledges, and unfortunately just weaving between those platforms that you don't want to. Let's see how it goes for Banana Steve, especially the shots against the wall up there. Okay, nice. Two of them handling this very well, skipping that missile tank that is on our way. We don't need it. It's only 2 missiles. Really not something we need. Especially as we play in Rookie, we already spawn with 30 missiles, which is quite a lot. Nice damage boost from Gala. On his way out of Artaria. Next destination, Cavaris. It's going to be hot. Speaking of bringing the heat, some interesting movement from Banana Steve. That actually worked. Okay, that's... I wonder if he had to improvise a little, but no, it seemed like he had everything under control. Even going for a little ledge grab into the side hop over it, which was an interesting setup. I'm not really sure if, especially that second half, was intentional for him or if he had to improvise, but things definitely look smooth. If he had to correct that, that was actually very well played from him. Adaptation coming in clutch during these moments where things go off the charts. This is where, in those race scenarios, having multiple hours of gameplay and wrong gameplay can come into play, as you are able to just quickly correct your mistakes and know what to do if things don't go the way you wanted them to. Now, during Catalyst, there are many things that I want to keep my eyes on. First of them would be the Hell Run, which I'm expecting both speedrunners to go for. It's not something that should be dangerous anymore at our level, but it's always something that could be scary. Nice super boost from Gala. The damage boost is quite technical. The movement to manipulate the enemies up there is a little tough. But I believe Banana Steve does it as well. Watch out for that. Nice melee. Nice super boost as well from Banana Steve and Gala. No problem for that Hell Run. The blob is destroyed. Less than 100 HP lost during this heated section. And here comes the next Emmy zone with that green Emmy. No problem. Got a good pattern there. Banana Steve on his own Hell Run. A lot of health. Definitely a lot more than he needs. And perfectly played from him as well. Less than 100 health lost. But that's a bad spawn for him, though. That's like one of the worst spawns because Green Emmy just stands up there trying to look for you as she just hears the sounds of Samus's footsteps. That's some bad luck going his way. Something that he sure doesn't want at this point in the race. Gala trying his hand at the Hell Pseudo, and he actually got the first shot to go through the wall, but didn't have the right angle. That would have been a 7 to 8 seconds time save, I believe, compared to going to the normal path, so he lost time there trying to go for the trick and trying to be sneaky with it, just sliding after shooting that shot on the switch, but actually didn't connect many times. Banana Steve, nice. That was a second shot. God damn it. Why do I always forget the name of the trick when I want it? Hell Pseudo, there you go. Very well played from him. He's actually saving so much time compared to Gala, who both tried it, failed it, and then failed so many times to hit the switch. So Banana Steve just made up a lot of time with that precise shot. That was so well played from him. That shot really isn't easy at all. Both the timing and angle required are so precise and just so tight. You saw Gala getting the right shot on the first try, but didn't get the right angle to shoot the switch. Time for Adam Skip now, a series of precise buffered wall jumps and a frame-perfect melee. Well, I believe it's not frame-perfect. You have maybe like 2 or 3 frames of leeway, depending on the scenario. And Banana Steve getting it first try, and now he takes the lead. Gala getting it right after, I believe, 5th or 7th try, something like this. But now he finds himself behind Banana Steve with that water skip at the beginning of Artaria, taking a 20 seconds time loss with the help of that Hell Pseudo and Adam Skip going his way. Takes the lead in this race. Exciting stuff already later, early on in this race. Damn, it feels like things are already kind of wild. Both of these players already giving it their all. Only separated by a few seconds for now. But who knows, things could always go out of hand. Nice melee over ME there for the two of them. That is so scary every time. Timing there is also quite tight. Too late, you simply don't get the dash melee and just fall into ME. Too early, you hit its head. And both of these outcomes would lead into a required melee counter scenario to get out of this situation. 29 on these blocks, 30, yeah, 32. So 3 seconds difference for now. A lead that could instantly be neutralized with any mistake, especially when these runners will come up to Dairon. Oh, and what did I just talk about? That's already a second and a half loss there on Banana Steve for unfortunately missing that jump. Not a lead change, but Gala is now right on his tail. A second apart. Tram time. Ding 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 ding. Damn it, I was gonna say Samus is looking at you, chat, but no, it's because I have my chat on the left, but on Twitch, chat is on the right. It's fine, I guess Samus will look at you later on this run when Samus will take the tram to the right. Just make sure not to commit any bad things when Samus is looking at you, because she's a Prime Hunter. She will get your head. Okay, nice movement on these slopes, combined to the clock, a little optimization there. Dairon is also quite technical with these charge shot plus missiles on these nice, on these like, I don't know, how would you call them? Saws? I believe people like call them Sonics just because they're wheels. Time to be wide, ladies and gentlemen, as both runners now have acquired the wide beam. 3 projectiles instead of 1 every time they decide to shoot their beam, which makes for more damage, more beam spread, which makes for easier target hitting, and also a necessity to just progress through the levels, as you have these wide charge blocks. Gala trying to go for a little damage boost there, which would have pushed him on the platform he wanted to go on. Attempt at optimizations that, unfortunately for him, are costing him a few more seconds. And in the same way that these optimizations could make him go back in the lead, failing them just means that he falls even further behind. Oh, there you go, chat. Are you feeling nervous? Samus is watching you. Better not blink. Oh, okay, it's done. Alright, back to Catalyst now. So, the two of them will make their way towards the green ME central unit to get rid of it and move forward in our exploration of the ZDR planet. Oh, nice weaving between these platforms. On Gala, I didn't quite catch if Banana Steve did that. Oh, the two of them going for the charge plus missile strat. which is the fastest way to get this central unit down, and then followed by some mashing. The both of them are actually doing an incredibly good job at that. That is just so tough. The timing to get the quick charge and the spin, especially the right accuracy followed by the missile, can be quite tricky. Alright, no Professor Stupid attempts. I like this. No need to just put your run at risk. A classic green enemy fight for the two of these runners. Explosion at 33 and 35. That's a 2 seconds difference. The lead is pretty much the same as when the two of them entered Dairon early on. Banana Steve slightly in the lead. Remember, with that Hell Pseudo and Atom Skip. Sub 20 minutes Morph Ball. That's actually really nice. Actually, I don't even know how good it is. But just sub 20 sounds nice. Oh, the two of them actually failing that spin jump inside the this narrow passageway to get into the Morph Ball form. The two of them picking up that extra missile tank that gives you 10 missiles. The blue missile pack as opposed to the red ones that give you 10 missiles instead of 2. This one can definitely be skipped, but going for this one actually gives them a bit more comfort for the upcoming crate fight that will be there in like 5 minutes. Doesn't need to be picked up. 44 missiles is definitely enough for this route, but looks like we have both of the runners going for a 54 missiles route. Okay, here important item tutorial skip to do, as both of these runners actually entered the tunnel already morphed, otherwise the item tutorial would have triggered. Oh, nice hop from Gala, something that Banana Steve wasn't able to get, which is extremely tough. Like, the timing to get that morph hopped on the other side is just super dumb. Like, the way Samus's position in the tunnel is slightly misaligned with the camera, it just... the timing is extremely awkward. Again, small optimization, but so far it has been a game of seconds for these runners. For the last 10 minutes, it seems like. And Banana Steve may be playing this section just a little better than Gala. Various unit in hand or on the shoulders, depends. The heat is not a problem anymore. We can handle that. Alright, time for Kraid. Kraid should be pretty standard. It's usually is the important word, usually not a boss where you should lose a whole lot of time. See, Ed, I'm not really too worried about RNG for this fight, simply because I know Gala will go for the charge missile strat on that first phase, which is probably the best thing could hope for. And I believe I would honestly expect Banana Steve to do the same, and yes, he does. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. That first phase actually matters a little if you get that pattern, and both of them are getting the right pattern for this one. Banana Steve with the single wall jumps. Unfortunately, failed that last one. Probably didn't get enough height, giving time for Gala to catch up. But both of them are just falling down again and again. Gala gets up first. Banana Steve with a third attempt, and there we go. These 4 single wall jumps are in. Now it's time for some missiles in your mouth, boy. Oh, that's an unfortunate slap for Banana Steve. I believe he would have preferred a punch, which would have given him more than enough time to finish that kill. So indeed, a bit of an unfortunate RNG for him towards the end, but I guess that is my bad for calling Kraid a boss on which you shouldn't lose too much time, but these single wall jumps can be an absolute pain in the butt. Especially when you get towards the top and you just don't have enough height to get that 4th one. It just gets super frustrating to fall all the way back down in something that unfortunately happened 3 times for Banana Steve, I believe, which actually allowed Gala to catch up by quite a significant margin now. When the lead was about 2 seconds for Banana Steve during these last 10 minutes, it's about 50 entering the teleporter cutscene. So yeah, a 7 seconds difference between these runners. Still not enough to be in a very comfortable position for Gala, but whether it's 7 and a full minute, you always want to be ahead in this situation. Yeah, these wall jumps are very tricky. I believe he got the 4th many times, but probably didn't get enough height and thought he would have the necessary height to get all the way to the top. Now Yellow Emmy, Gala with the bad spawn, and the right manipulation gets detected as he just uncloaks, sliding under to simply allow himself to pass through. Banana Steve with a better RNG, saving, I believe, a second. Going for that clock, unfortunately loses that 1 second, but after what Kraid did to him with that slap towards the end, he deserves some of that good RNG going his way as well. But the two of them handling these rooms very well. Also, if you wonder if being detected the way Gala did during this Emmy chase, it is perfectly intentional. The way Yellow Emmy works is that Yellow Emmy is actually slower when it chases you, rather than when it chases Samus's footsteps. And when you just go over the platform where Yellow Amy is, and it tries to chase your footsteps, it can instantly go back towards the platform right over and just hit you in the back foot. And as you get detected, Emmys pretty much have this like this 1 second processing moment where it says, "Hey, I've seen you," and that 1 second is just enough for us to get away. Bombs in our possession. Let's break some blocks, use some boosters. I can't believe I never noticed that it was Z57 in the background until, like... Well, I don't know when, but I can't believe I didn't notice it was Z57. Someone had to tell me that. Nice moves leading to Barania. Let's see that hole-in-one failed for Gala. He's told me about the ways of hole-in-one. Banana Steve not getting it either, but fortunately the backup for this is extremely fast, and it's not like hole-in-one is like the holy grail of optimizations. It doesn't save that much time, but you know, you're in a race, you're in a restream, get the swag points added to the balance. Honestly, if no one ever told me, I would have just thought it was a regular monster. Or like some kind of creature that was just kept inside the station. Alright, Burania, the water section of that planet. First visit of Burania, that is always kind of tough under that water. A lot of awkward movements with these kind of squids that just try to eat you and drag you towards them. Getting the most optimal movement there is always a little awkward. Banana Steve, I guess, doing a little better than Gala for now. But now we've got two annoying things coming up. We've got that first coyote jump over the water. Nice. Oh, Gala jumping a little too early. I think he's going to take the safe approach. No, going for another coyote. That will cost him potentially the lead in this race. And now taking the safer approach. Banana Steve getting the right timing. As soon as Samus just touched the water, is the time to get that coyote. Gala, unfortunately for him, not able to get that one and just pretty much losing all the lead he had. Banana Steve hot on his tail. But now here comes these bomb jumps to get through that flash shift door. Another thing that could be tricky. Gala getting it first try. Banana Steve, I believe that door will not open. Nope. That looks a lot better now. There you go. We actually dropped down on the pressure plate though, so he's gonna have to wait a few seconds for that door to open again. Gala has acquired now the flash shift. It is time to cruise through these levels, and I'm expecting some pseudo-wave shenanigans. That new pseudo-wave that was found. He actually taught me that one, so I would be extremely surprised if he doesn't use them himself. That was extremely fast. Setting up quickly is probably the hardest thing in that pseudo-wave. That's one missed shot. Second looks good. Okay, 3 shots required for the second one. Looks like Banana Steve is going to go for the same thing. Yeah, 3 shots for that right side, but Banana Steve will go for the... Oh wait, I actually didn't notice. Banana Steve... Okay, he's going for it now. That way he doesn't have to go for the bomb jump. It's a little tricky on his side though, probably doesn't get the right aim. There we go. Took a little longer for him. A few missed shots that Gala was able to clean up a bit better. So I guess those mistakes coming from Gala's side on that coyote jump, Banana Steve unfortunately not able to capitalize with that that backdoor flash shift, as well as these pseudo waves. But now we are past the 30-minute mark. We are almost approaching halfway, the halfway point of this race. And when you're a runner in that situation, you see the timer on that 30 minutes digit. You know what's coming up in a few minutes, so your heart just starts pumping a little harder. But first, we've got another central unit. Once again, using the charge missile method, which is actually that's the central unit on which it's the most advantageous to use this method. And Gala did it really optimally. Banana Steve doing well enough as well, missing a few charge shots, but the missile is still there to follow it up, so he played it well enough. Considering that charge is extremely awkward to get at some points, as you're being constantly harassed by these turrets and Rinkas. So all things considered, that definitely went well. Setting up for that Emmy kill as soon as Emmy just you just pretty much get on that platform, aim at the tunnel, and Emmy will come out swinging. Accélérateur. Speed booster in the hands of Gala, Banana Steve acquiring his own. Things are about, I was gonna say about to get messy, but no, they're about to get crazy. And it's also where, as a commentator, my heart is just... I'm starting to feel the tension rising. This is where races are made and broken, pretty much. This is where victories can be made and dreams broken. That position indicates that the Gala is going to go for that 30 tank. Yes, I'm also expecting Banana Steve to do the same. Oh, Gala going for that 20 frames optimizations, I believe. Going for that Shine Spark right away instead of keeping the chain up all the way. Simply because Shine Sparking is just a little faster through these hallways. And yes, Banana Steve also going for that 30 tank and going for the 20 frames optimizations as well. Nice low height. That means that they mustn't forget, rather. They must not forget to charge another speed booster when they come back here later on. Yeah, make sure to just jump over that missile tank. I think we can all agree on that. You just come into a stream, you see someone named Banana Steve, you're like, I want this dude to win. I want him. Who is he? I don't care. I just want him to win. I am obviously staying unbiased for now, but if you know my nationality and the nationality of the players involved, you know who I'm rooting for. Grapple beam now. 358 on that last note. Banana Steve, maybe 15 seconds behind, I would say. But this is where the lead can change once again, or where it could potentially grow even more in Gala's favor. Are we going to see some true one-trip shenanigans? Spoiler, we will. Or will we? See, my heart is starting to pump like really fast. This is where things can go absolutely crazy. Nice speed keep with that morph ball from Banana Steve going all the way to the door. Gala now entering that critical section. The cold rooms. That's a true one-trip setup. Let's see if he gets it. The pauses are in to get the right inputs. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, he unfortunately tripped over. So now he has to refill. That's a very good chance for Banana Steve to catch up. Let's see if he goes for that. He does. Oh, no, he actually doesn't. Never mind. I saw the somewhat regular getup, and I expected him to go for the true one-trip as well. What he does, though, is to break the blob, unlike Gala did. Gala on low health. If he falls to his demise, that could be the end of him, but that's a good charge. Needs to break the blob now, though. Gets the first shot in. Second one. Short boost is done for Gala. Things got scary as he failed the one-trip, but he's through. Banana Steve so close! That was probably just a frame too late on that stick release for the neutral position. Not like this. Oh, that looks good. Nice. Okay. He's getting through. There you go. This race is far from over. We still have half an hour of race to play for, lads. Alright, there you go. Now that's exciting. That's the good stuff. The lead is almost the same, I want to say. Gala took a lot of time to refill his health because he tried for true one-trip, failed it, and just had to take the safe path. And even then, he's going to refill some more health, which I can definitely understand. Their health ticks down. Yep, didn't get all the health in the world. 54 HP should be enough to cross this room. Yes, make sure to not lose it all, though. Both of these runners definitely keeping their cool. Nice short boost from the two of them. They still have... Banana Steve still has its chance. It is not Gala's race to lose yet.
That speed keep went well for Gala. Let's see how Banana Steve handles it. Going for all the platforms, I like this. Very nice spark into the doorway. Oh, actually getting the ledge hop after that second flash shift. The timing is just so weird, I don't even understand how that works. That was so well played from him. Oh, you're right. That's anxiety-inducing, but that's also exciting. Oh, things are getting so spicy. I love it. So many lead changes we've had during that during that race already. But the boys are landing the hard tricks. They're doing it. The two of them are on pace for very good runs. $22 on entering for Rania for Gala. We're looking maybe at 40 for Banana Steve. Yeah, exactly my point. 18 seconds the difference between these runners. It just seems like the lead hasn't changed at all for so long now. So many things are going wrong and well, but differently for the both of them. But in the end, as we check on specific points, the lead is always the same. Alright, we're now into Farania, to the first Chozo robot. Utilizing that screw attack for the fight, which is a little faster than using Shine Sparks. Banana Steve having a few troubles not being able to land that speed tech all the way through. Losing some time, unfortunately, to these robots. Always a bit of an annoyance. Nice double hits from Banana Steve. Getting 2 hits in 1 jump during that screw attack can be extremely tough. You need to be like very much above the robot and not against its front. Also, contrary to a few things I've heard sometimes, the screw attack on these fights doesn't make a huge difference, especially on this one. It's like 5 seconds at best. Short boost route is essentially faster because it eliminates a lot of backtracking and a lot of loading times because of the portals. In the early space jump route, there's a moment where we go from red to orange to green. We just chain 3 portals in like 2 minutes. We also eliminate 2 loading times because we once come back to Artaria to get the grapple beam, then back to Kateris. Here we just simply go to Artaria and get the grapple at the same time that the screw attack. So yes, screw attack is a plus. It makes these fights more consistent in a way that it is a lot easier to kill a robot with screw attack than by landing Shine Sparks. But it doesn't save that much time. Oh, nice hole-in-one from Banana Steve. That's the good stuff. We like to see it. I didn't quite catch if Gala got this the second try at hole-in-one, but Banana Steve got it right after a flash shift. That was fast. That was smooth. Hole-in-one. Back to Barenia. More of these speed techs coming up. Here comes the first one for Gala. He's going to try to break this block. Actually gets the connection. Nice. That one is quite tricky, and that one, he hates this. I know he hates that getting this the chain into the morph tunnel. Gets it this time around. And the second one, easy peasy. Let's see how Banana Steve handles it. Not getting the right morph timing. It didn't... Oh, that's unfortunate. Speed Booster can be so annoying sometimes as it just doesn't trigger as you turn around. Gala with that 2-shot double turns to the wave. Perfectly played. And also the right shots with that grapple beam. Nice conservation of that speed booster by getting hit from Banana Steve. Saves a bit of time to just press down as you get hit by an enemy rather than just pressing down to keep the speed booster. The storage animation consumes a little bit of time. Also 2 shots for that pseudo A, very well played. That one isn't always easy. And very good grapple room as well. Solid visit into Barania too for the 2 of these runners. A bit of an unfortunate hiccup for Banana Steve with a few troubles to get the speed booster charging after getting over this energy part. Now we see another fight with one of these robots coming up. But this time we've got a Shine Spark to open up the fight. Absolute annihilation. You blink and you miss it. Gavaron, so many other optimizations that can be done through flush shifting, some very precise grapple movement. Nice, perfect fight from Banana Steve. Flash into a hit, then 2 double hits into the last hit. That was textbook. Super missiles now in the hands of Gala. More damage, can open green doors. Oh, probably attempted to release that charge shot during the jump to save a bit of time. That's a tough optimization to go for, but I respect the attempt. There are so many things that these 2 are doing that are just so tough to execute properly. And you really need to be confident in your abilities to just execute the thing you want to go for, such as what Banana Steve is looking for. Oh, I was expecting him to release the grapple mid-air and just morph into that tunnel as he was still in the air. It does feel like that Gala is just widening this lead now. The gap is getting a little bigger as now he has a full loading time ahead of Banana Steve. Elun now... Oh yeah, they gotta be careful entering these tunnels, already morphed to not trigger an item tutorial. The 2 of them now looking for that plasma beam. Another speed tech is gonna come up that Gala will try to go for, which will be about taking a speed booster all the way from this plasma beam room all the way to the eye door. Some nice jumping around using the morph ball. Nice conservation as he gets hit by the enemy and releasing in front of the eye door with that Shine Spark. Very nice. It is time to mash. Okay, nice phase 1, not getting hit, not getting the perfect RNG, but definitely playing it well. Oh, gotta be careful. Yeah, you can be actually in a bit of trouble. I don't really know how much damage that Chozo does. I believe he would have been safe, but better be safe than sorry. Now it's Banana Steve's turn, implementing some weaving and some very good weaving. That was an extremely fast phase 1. Holy crap, that Chozo didn't even have time to make its second move. Damn, Banana Steve with some excellent mastery of weaving there. Important to note that neither of these players are using turbo controllers. Their fingers are doing the dirty. And Banana Steve saving some of that time with a beautiful mastery of weaving. Okay, Gala seems to be aware that there's a cutscene after this loading time. He's more aware than me. The way these two are mashing it's just so good. It's always so cool to watch. That's the bad pattern for Gala, but I know he's gonna try to get over that blue Emmy. He gets it! The balls on this man! And I'm not talking about the one that Samus morphs into. Holy crap. Gala not hesitating to go for the risky strategies. Let's see what Banana Steve goes for. He has the right pattern on his hand, so he's a lot safer than Gala was. Okay, nice CU fight for Gala. Banana Steve also optimizing his movement very well with those grapple shots from far away, the morph right on the edge to get the boost. Bit of few hiccups there, but that's fine. He makes it through that mushroom room. That mushroom kick. Oh, okay, yeah, release that flash shift and get that bomb. Nice crew attack hit into the brain to dispatch of that central unit. Gala with the right manipulation and the right tracking to get rid of that blue Emmy. About to acquire his ice missiles. Let's see how Banana Steve does. Very important manipulation as the two of them opened that charge door earlier to make sure that blue Emmy comes out of this door specifically. And once Emmy is in our sights, no problem. All we gotta do is just track down slowly but surely. The robot bleeds and dies. Missile de glace obtenu. Okay, what are we talking about when we think of the next potential tough points and equalizer during this race? Because I don't know if it's me, but I believe Gala is just slowly but surely getting that league. Well, he's pretty much just creating a new league for himself and decided to put Banana Steve out of it, as he just makes sure that the lead gets bigger and bigger in his favor. Or I could also be tripping. That's 5209 for Gala entering that cutscene. We gotta watch out for Banana Steve. Okay, make sure you fall down the right way. Unfortunately, a bit too high of a jump to get the flash shift to go through. So I said 09. Yeah, Gala with a solid 30 seconds lead now. Okay, nice shine break, keeping the speed booster while breaking the blocks. Gotta go over. Okay, make sure. Okay, those flash shifts can just get stuck in the wall. Only the third one connected, not enough to get all the way through, but it's fine. Backs it up with another mid-air shine spark on that slope. He's through. Now, if he failed that, that would have been very beneficial for Banana Steve, as he would have caught up a lot of time. But nice shine break on his own hand. Just instant shine spark mid-air are always so nice. It's just so cool to witness. The timing really isn't... Well, I know so many people do it, but... Explain me how does that work? I'm sure not confident enough to go for that yet. You know what? I'll take my half a second loss to make sure with the melee to make sure that the shine spark goes off. Little high five from our runners. Gala gonna make his way into that save room. A bit of a detour to charge another speed booster. Get all the way up here. A missile tank in our way, which gives Gala the last 10 missiles he wanted. Yes, make sure to break these blocks. And some bomb jumping. Okay. Does it in 2 doubles. Now it's time for mashing land once again. Could have opted to just let the robot take him all the way down. That mashing is just so impressive. No need for weaving. He doesn't care. These robots pretty much had no time to act. Let's see what Banana Steve does. On these twin robot fights, weaving is a little less important because you don't really want to wave at all when the two are aligned to simply have more plasma beams going through and just be able to damage the both of them at the same time. Okay, Banana Steve, yeah, almost. That wasn't good. That wasn't high enough to only go for 2, so he definitely made sure to get that third double bomb jump in. That is fast. Decided to incorporate the weaving in it as well. Actually, I'm wondering if weaving is could actually be nice too as well, because weaving means you get rid of the first a lot faster and then transition weaving onto the second. Perhaps it's a lot better than simply going for the collateral damage with only plasma beam. But now it's time for Gulzuna. Gala, let's see. Oh yeah, Gala does some stupid stuff on this boss. Just look at him. He's just moving. Oh, come on, you coward, Gala. I know he goes for flash, flash, flash. Here, he only went for 1 flash, but there we go. That's the goals in the fight you wanted to go for. Instant Shine Spark to get rid of the core. More pressure on Banana Steve's shoulders as Gala keeps landing these hard boss fights first try. We're slowly but surely running out of space for him to lose a lot of time. Let's see what Banana Steve does. Going for the most traditional approach, charging that spark as the X forms. There you go. Now it's only about... Oh no, he actually doesn't get the crouch in the corner there. That looks like it's enough space. Once again, just a little bit too early of a crouch. Banana Steve should probably just finish it off with ice missiles at this point, but no, he goes for one last conversion, gets the Shine Spark and the instant one into the core. The lead is just getting bigger, and we're getting to the point where it's Gala's race to lose. Only something like 15 minutes left during this race. Damn, nice optimization to make sure that this caterpillar doesn't block the door. Okay, nice move during this room from Gala, utilizing all the sets he has. The flash shift, the melee counters, to just get over these platforms. Purple Emmy on his way, no problem, you can simply just get detected. Intentionally get that jump. A lot better to get detected here against the wall rather than towards the end, as it just gives time for the alarm to turn off as you get right in front of the door. Cruising during this underwater section. And we're about to see some SQ action, and I know Gala is going to try for that one cycle, so let's see if he goes for it. Banana Steve releases that charge shot, potentially, I believe he got it, that looked good enough for me, but let's turn our attention to Gala. That's a one cycle! Oh, this guy! Okay. Gala, you gotta chill out. You gotta chill out.
Holy crap. That guy doesn't care. He's moving. Banana Steve as well doing some very, very well movement, some very, very good movements into that underwater section, which can be a little tricky. It's just very easy for you to get stuck. Mandatory mention of the Gala boost, Gala signature strategy right before entering this Emmy zone. Let's see what Banana Steve goes for. I would expect the more traditional approach, but yeah, flash against the wall to go for that 2-cycle. Well executed from him. Okay, nice nice twin fights for Gala as well, the mashing coming in play. Ooh, Gala now. That he could potentially be locked out of that space jump room. I didn't quite catch what went wrong for him, but it seems like he probably got stuck in the ground. Oh no, he's fine. He's perfectly fine. Okay. Banana Steve as well with some good movement to get through that flame. It's his turn for the fight against the twin robots. As Gala makes his way towards the last central unit of the game, Banana Steve with the spark in that golden robot, and the mashing comes back in. Okay, nice weaving. And he probably has that door already opened, and yes, we can see him charge his storm missiles preemptively as he knows that that door is already open, something that Gala had to do himself, as he didn't go for the shot. Gala not going for the instant spark on that central unit, not wanting to be too greedy. Okay, now the fight against Purple Emmy. Make sure not to miss too many of your shots, otherwise you will have to just jump over it. But so far things are going well for Gala, I believe. That faceplate is looking, yeah, very well damaged. That's a kill confirmed. Banana Steve, same approach than Gala, not wanting to be too greedy. Make sure to just keep that Shine Spark after the brain and then release it with a jump first. It's this kind of moment where if you're a Gala and are watching the restream, you know that you need to play it safe. You're at a point in a race where with 3 E-tanks, nothing should be able to kill you. Unless you have a major mistake, and it's exactly why you want to go for these safer strategies, like not being too greedy on that central unit. Make sure that you jump over the attacks of the upcoming Chosen Warriors. Make sure that you do not greed Ravenbeak Phase 3 with deciding to not break the sun, for example. Banana Steve actually had to flash over Purple Emmy, not feeling comfortable enough, probably didn't land enough shots. But once again, better be safe than sorry, better take that flash shift and that time loss than a full-on death. Who knows what can still happen. A race is not entirely over until both runners have hit done. Well, at least one of them, I guess, at least. Nice moves from Banana Steve. That morph hop was kind of smooth. I like it. Gala now gonna fight this red Chosen Warrior. Gonna make sure to get those triple locks in. Actually gets it, so he can get the fight going on in 2 cycles.
Gets the 2-cycle. Nice. And we can see him taking it very, very gently, deciding to just, like I said, jump over those strikes. No need to take the damage. He could have definitely taken the damage there, like maybe even 2 hits with those 3 E-tanks, but he's taking it safe. No hits, no problem. Make sure that you're safe. And so far, that has been working very well for him. Perhaps some frustration getting to Banana Steve as we see some missed movements on his hand. Let's see how he goes, how he does this fight. I'm also expecting a absolute lightning fast fight. That's also a triple lock on that first half on the first phase. Nice. And yes, that's 2 cycles. And the weaving is back in action on the wall. Just a little slight under. That was actually like 2 wave beam shots away from killing the that Chozo warrior right before the spits. Classic speed keep for Gala, getting it all the way to that bridge. Giving it a little bit of a love tap to that big robot there, and the Golden Chozo fight coming his way. Probably hoping for a 2-cycle, but considering he missed a shot, that's not gonna happen. But now is the point where you need to keep your cool. We can see him trying to really fish for that for the switch to the second phase of this fight. There we go. No time for that Golden Pirate to spit at all. Fight looked a little messy at first, but he's got it under control. Banana Steve making his way through that Ferenia section after acquiring these power bombs. Got the drops that he needed. Kept this. Oh no! Oh, that's a sexy speed keep. I like it. Nice. Using actually the morph bounce mechanics to just get all the way across that bridge. That looks so smooth and just so nice. But now we could potentially see a 2-cycle from Banana Steve as he gets some very good shots in. Oh, not quite. It's probably just missing like few beam shots. But his weaving is just looking impeccable. Weaving doesn't seem to be impacting his mashing at all. He's still extremely fast. The way the beams are coming out are just lightning fast at this point. But with almost a minute of the lead, Gala firmly in the lead. Weaving is shooting missiles as you're mashing your beam. So pretty much you just, while the missiles are cooling down, you're firing beams. And that's just the most optimal way to do damage. Time for gold skip on Gala's end. 1 lock, I believe. There you go. That's a gold skip in the bag. On his way to phase 2. 54 missiles gonna come in well. No need for mashing at all. And he's getting some nice patterns. Yes, Justin. And as you can see, it's a technique that Gala doesn't go for. There he opts to just use regular missiles or regular beams when he fights. Landing some nice shots on Ravenbeak. So close to getting it to phase 3. Only 1 more shot. Exactly. 0 missiles as phase 3 begins. Time for that phase 3. Let's see what kind of RNG he gets. For now, that's pretty good. Gets a sun. Well, actually gets hit by said sun, so has to just recharge that power bomb. Banana Steve on his own. Gold skip now. Gets it very properly. Gala skipping that skipping the counter animation because phase 3 is already so far done. A few more missiles and the fight should be over, and that's it. Only the counters remaining, 1 and 2. Ravenbeak is down. Gala firmly in control, very firmly in control, looking for a 111. And here we can see Banana Steve with some weaving action during that phase 2, and even phase 3. As he just fires beam and missiles at the same time. Doesn't hesitate to just tank that damage. Sun coming up, gonna make sure that you blow it up, as well as he's coming short on missiles, now fully recharged. Wow, actually getting the fight over even before Ravenbeak had a chance of giving that melee counter that we crave. A very good Ravenbeak fight from Banana Steve, so much cleaner than Gala's. That weaving mechanic definitely just doing wonders for him. Gala now, on his escape. I believe he will be just a little too short to get that 110. But it is pretty much confirmed now. There's pretty much no way for him to lose this race. No comment on the Ravenbeak X fight, simply because it's an auto-scroller. Both runners decided to, well, we don't shoot as early as we can, simply because we can allow ourselves to shoot a lot later and it will still work. Gala attempting his hand at that last speed kip, last hard speed kip, because there's one here. And yeah, that will not be a 110 for him, but very close to it. Keeps the spark in. And GG 111.04 for Gala. He's the winner of this race. No. Banana Steve now close behind. A valiant effort. We've seen some very, very good things from him, especially that Catalyst play with that Hell Pseudo, instantly followed up by a first try Atom Skip that pretty much put him back in the lead. But generally, Gala simply had better execution and a few better boss fights. Short Boost was not a decider in this race, as the two of them pretty much spent the exact same time on it. 111.53 for Banana Steve, a 49 seconds difference, well earned from the two other runners. Two very good runs objectively. I'm sure there's going to be some deception from Banana Steve's sides, but he definitely put on a good performance there. So GG's to the two of our runners. And now that this race is over, perhaps we're going to get some interviews. I see that Gala is already setting up. Perhaps we will have a few words from him soon enough. That means he's actually moving on into a loser's quarters now, which I said that earlier in the match, but no. Gala is moving in a loser's quarters to face off against Oopla. So this is going to be a French grudge matchup to see which French gets access to that coveted top 4 spot. I wanted to be the one. Hoopla defeated me. That means that my dream was pretty much dead, as I need to face B-Dog to access this this freaking top 4 spot. And like, bro, no, like, I can't beat B-Dog. That's not how it works. I'll just wait for both runners to be ready, and we'll have a few words with them, as we're now joined by both Gala and Banana Steve. Gentlemen, GG's. Thank you for joining me.
Yep, GG's.
Objectively, very good runs from the two of you. I'm sure there's going to be some things to discuss about things that went wrong, things that went better. I'll start with the victor of the race, Gala. Well done. You're now making it to top 6. How are you feeling about the race?
My run was my early game until Adam Skip was good. Adam Skip is just the most difficult trick in the game for me. I got a decent short boost, and the rest of the run went very good. But I was really scared for this race. It's the first time I look at the restream, and I was like, okay.
Things were definitely extremely close during almost the first 40 minutes. I want to say the moment where you pulled ahead was when Banana Steve had troubles with Golzuna, and the lead was pretty much just 20 seconds during the entire race. Banana Steve had some troubles with the water skip, and you got an early lead. Then he got Hell Pseudo second try and Adam Skip first try, so he pulled ahead of you because you had a few troubles. So it was extremely exciting with lots of lead changes, and short boost actually didn't change anything because the two of you entered short boost and exited it with the exact same time difference. Banana Steve, your return on this race.
I thought overall apparently went pretty well. It's probably my worst Artaria in a while, but mostly due to the water ass. But you know, Kraid was pretty bad as far as just single wall jumps, and then Golzuna, pretty bad time loss. But overall, I was also pretty scared for this race. I know Gala's a great runner, so overall, it wasn't too bad of a race on my end, at least.
Yeah, you two definitely put out a hell of a show. Like I said, many lead changes, many exciting stuff where one would just fail a lot and then the other gets it first try. You would just balance fails and well-executed tricks. So all around, it was extremely exciting to watch, and the two of you definitely gave us an absolute banger of a match. And like I was highlighting in the beginning of this race, I believe the two of you only have a 5 seconds difference between your personal best. The two of you in races are incredibly solid, so it was absolutely impossible to just predict who could have come out on top, and we could just only see the race evolve between our eyes. So yeah, once again, are you satisfied with your tournament run overall, or did you probably wanted more?
I mean, I felt like it was close. It would have been close. Like, there's a world where I made it to loser semis, but it's not this world, unfortunately. So I'll just live with it. Probably still gonna keep practicing, but other than that, pretty happy with my results.
Well, congratulations to you. You definitely had a very good tournament run, finishing 7th to 8th, and good luck in our practice. You're very, very close to that 110 territory. I feel like it's going to fall anytime now.
Yeah, my PB, I lost I messed up a few places, so that should be pretty. Just clean up those places. It shouldn't be too bad.
Just start a run one day. I just want to play the game. Oh, 110 3x. Hello, how good.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just goes like this. We take those.
Yeah, I've had a couple runs that were 10 or 20 seconds ahead of pace, and then short boost. So
yeah, this it's always the brutal one.
Yeah.
And now, Gala, you are moving on. It's going to be a French derby. You will face Upla for a chance to get in a loser semis. How are you feeling about this match?
I think the most scariest match was against Steve. But Upla, when in the zone, when he's focused, he can be scary. So
agreed. All right. Well, looks like this is it for us once again. Thank you to the both of you for joining me, and GG's. The two of you definitely put up a good performance for us. Once again, congratulations, Banana Steve, for your tournament performance, and Gala, good luck moving forward. this will be it for us. I believe that no more Metroid Dread matches are scheduled yet. I will check that very quickly. I should have done that. But I believe that was the only one we have scheduled so far. But make sure to stick around because we're approaching the end of the tournament for both brackets, both the Toa and Mawkin bracket, and we only have like la creme de la creme left. Things are going to get extremely tough. No matches are going to be decided as they start. So yeah, make sure to just keep following all the SpeedGaming channels. Make sure to keep on checking that schedule if you want more Dread activity. And yeah, that's it for us. Make sure to check all the other SpeedGaming channels. They have other tournaments and other programs going on, so you will find what you want. Thank you again for having us. And I'll see you again next mission. See you, everyone.